Hey everybody, Kelly here, the real estate ninja, and I want to welcome you to the channel, living in Clermont, Florida. And the channel actually covers the majority of Central Florida and living in Central Florida, what it means to move to Central Florida, and all of the things that Central Florida has to offer. Now, I'm a little rare bird. I happen to be a native born Floridian. Was born in Winter Park, Florida, grew up in Orlando, and with the exception of going to college out of state for a couple years, I've pretty much lived here all my life. Um, that's not to say that there are other parts of the country that I absolutely adore. I love Tennessee, love the mountains, love stuff like that. But just for sheer fun and weather, you can't beat Florida. And there's a lot of reasons why Florida, especially coming out of the 2020, 2021, 2022, going at the end of 2022, a lot of reasons why people are thinking of making the move to Florida. One of the things that we're prideful about is we don't have a state income tax. So if you're thinking about moving to Florida, that is something that I would put in that column on the Ben Franklin as a positive, right? The state is very business friendly. And I could go on and on. A lot of things about our state that make it absolutely attractive for people looking to relocate. Now, today, our video is going to touch on 6 of the biggest reasons why I think Central Florida should be your destination. Now, again, I was born and raised here. I might be a little biased, but there's just so much to do here, and so many things to explore that it's a journey, it's an adventure, right? And so I'm going to share those with you in a minute. But let me say this: as a real estate agent, if you're in the Central Florida area and you're looking to relocate to another part, and you're looking at selling your home, my contact information is below. Reach out to me. I have a variable listing program designed to save you thousands, and some of you tens of thousands of dollars in heavy fees. So please make sure that you reach out to me. I'd love to share with you what we do in regards to helping our homeowners. Now, if you're buying a home, if you're relocating from out of state, or if you're relocating from in state to anywhere in the Central Florida area, I have a buyer's program where I will give you up to 25% of my buyer's agent commission as a buyer's agent rebate. You can use those to go towards your closing cost, or possibly buy down your interest rate. I'll leave that up to you, your broker, your insurance, your title company. But 25% of my commission on the buyer side, if you're buying a home and you choose to work with a real estate ninja, I will give that to you at closing. So make sure, if that's you, you communicate with me your desires and what it is that you're looking to do here in the Florida area. So without further ado, let's jump into this. And obviously, as we get into 6 reasons why I think you should choose Central Florida as your destination. And remember, Central Florida covers everywhere from Daytona Beach to the Tampa Bay area. So it's a wide swath in the middle part of the state. But I would be remiss if we didn't bring up this first one, which I have to say, I'm in my 50s. I remember as a child going here, and that would be Disney World. Disney World. And for those of you that follow me on the channel, I live in a city called Clermont, which is one of the most incredible cities in the Central Florida area. We're about 25 miles outside of Orlando, outside of Disney, the major theme parks, about an hour drive to Daytona Beach. Clermont is a fantastic city. And if you want to know more about Clermont, drop me some comments below and I'll dialogue with you on it. But here, Disney World is about a 15 to 20-minute drive from my front door. Grew up enjoying Disney World. Now, right now, they put it on pause. There's one of 4 of their what they call their annual passes. So when you move to Florida and become a Florida resident, you can apply for what's called an annual pass. And that just simply means you're going to pay a small monthly fee, and you're going to be able to enjoy Disney World all year long with some minor blockout dates. And it is so inexpensive to do that, guys. I mean, a one-day park ticket could be $130 to $150. They have a pass right now called a Pixie Pass, and it goes from Monday to Friday. So you can't go on the weekends. There are some blackout dates, but you can go anytime Monday through Friday. And I believe the pass is $19 a month. And guys, it includes parking. And I believe you'll have to go to their website and check. There's possible discounts on food, but parking is like $25 a day, right? So this pass is well worth it. So if you're moving to Florida, Check out what annual passes are available, and absolutely go enjoy Disney World. It's awesome. Guys, you've got Epcot, you've got Disney World itself. And if you've never been there, whoo, you're in for it. You've got Animal Kingdom, you've got just water parks. And in a minute, we're going to talk about one of my favorite areas, and I'll get to that in just a minute. That happens to be free, but you still get that Disney experience. And I guarantee if you move anywhere within 30 to 40 miles of Disney World, you will probably go to this next place I'm going to show you at least once a month, right? But there you go, guys. Disney World, if you happen to choose the Central Florida area, very accessible from everywhere from Daytona to Tampa. I mean, Tampa, you might be an hour drive. Orlando, 30-minute drive. Daytona, maybe 45-minute drive if you get on I-4. So what a great place for you guys to go and enjoy. So that's number one of the 6 reasons. Now, let's talk about, and this doesn't even give it justice. This happens to be a picture of Disney Springs, formerly Disney Village, which is right there on property. And this happens to be a picture I took from my iPhone where we recently went out and visited Disney Springs and had a brunch with my children and my wife. And as we walked up to the backside, you can tell right over here, they have this balloon that goes way up into the air. And guys, let me tell you, Disney Springs is one of those places that has it all. They've got a bunch of restaurants, seafood, Italian. You've got people, Guy Fieri, Batelli. I mean, all of these guys have restaurants out there. Name brand shopping. You talk about an outlet mall. This is like going to an outlet mall inside of Disney. You can literally spend a day there. Candy, Starbucks. Oh my gosh, the nightlife there. They've got a bowling alley. Well, here, let's go ahead and look. They've got now. There's that balloon I was talking about. So when I took that picture, I was somewhere over in this area here shooting a picture in this direction. But guys, Disney World is about this direction over in this area here, Disney Epcot. But this is an entire development of shopping. So all of the orange that you see, these would be more like an outdoor shopping mall. You've got this boat here, which is a seafood restaurant. Amazing. Over here, you've got the boat launch where you can literally get into what looks like a car, but it's a boat, right? They also have boat rides that are free. You can take a boat ride and travel this entire canal and go up and down the canal and look at all of the Disney hotels and spend hours going on that boat and looking at different sites. Cirque du Soleil is right here. You've got a AMC, one of the most incredible theaters, which part of it's a dine-in theater. The House of Blues, where they do a lot of concerts here. There's a bowling alley over here. And guys, I could go on and on and on and on. But Disney Springs is definitely one of those areas, if you're moving to the Central Florida area, that you want to go and enjoy. And I promise you, when you go there, it's going to become one of your favorite. And guys, the parking's free. It's free to walk around this entertainment area. And oh, by the way, they have several of the pavilions during the year. They have different musical groups that come in. Oh my goodness, I could go on and on. I love Disney Springs. Let's go to the next reason Central Florida should be your destination. And that is Universal Studios. Yes, a competitor to the mighty Mickey Mouse himself, Universal. And Universal, if you've not experienced it, has some amazing rides, some amazing restaurants in the heart of Orlando, Florida. This place is absolutely so much fun. And I could go on and on, but if you've got children, they are going to love Universal Studios. Let's go to the next reason why I think Central Florida should be your destination, and that is SeaWorld. I remember as a kid going to SeaWorld, and it's changed over the years, but it is such an incredible place. And if you have young children, you can get season passes at Universal and at SeaWorld and just enjoy your time out at SeaWorld, enjoying the different shows that they put together. There are shows there that your kids will rave about. And again, what a fun weekend or a weekday visit for you and your children if you love stuff like SeaWorld and the different marine life that's out there, the different restaurants and the shopping. It's amazing. Can you believe Florida has just that alone? I could stop now, and that alone would be why I would want to buy a house and move to Central Florida. But let's keep going. Daytona Beach. Daytona Beach. I cannot speak more highly. Grew up I can remember the earliest times as a kid going to Daytona Beach. Beautiful beaches. Drive your car right out there on the beautiful sand. Now, we've had challenges in the last year or so with hurricanes, but guys, it's like the stock market. It might be down now, but historically, it's beautiful. And you've also got the Daytona 500 if you're into that kind of thing. They do their car races there. What an amazing place to go get seafood, actually, just about any kind of food, and to walk up and down the beaches and then the shopping centers that they have located beachside or across from the beach on A1A. You will absolutely love Daytona Beach. And if you live in the Central Florida area, it's not that far to travel to Daytona to enjoy your day at the beach. And then Orlando proper. Orlando is one of those cities, guys. And if you're used to being in a major metropolitan area like Chicago, New York, Los Angeles, you know the hustle and bustle of those cities. Well, I will tell you this. Orlando is one of the cleanest cities that I personally have been in. And the nightlife in Orlando is second to none. Um, very rarely do you hear of any major crime going on in the city. And there is something to do just about every day and every night of the week in downtown Orlando. The amount of different restaurants in the city proper. One of the things that we love to do is to drive out there maybe a couple times a year and park and just walk around looking at the buildings and the shops. There is also this, and I don't know if you can see it, but right over here, there's this little thing called Lake Eola, right? And right over in this direction, right there, is this incredible fountain. And it's been there, guy. I'm in my 50s. It's been there since I was a kid. That fountain is absolutely gorgeous. It's massive. It lights up. And people literally walk around this lake now. It's a tourist attraction. The shopping centers, the food, the coffee stores, just about everything you could want. And the nightlife in Orlando is second to none. Now, the other thing about Orlando is you have the Orlando Magic, and they play at the Amway Stadium. We have our own stadium in downtown Orlando. So if you love basketball, this is the place for you. And by the way, like I said at the beginning, I live in Clermont, so I'm about 25 to 30 miles to the west of the city. And I will say that it's an easy drive to get there. Here's a real fun fact. As a child, I actually saw them putting in the interstate. So we have this thing called the East-West Expressway, and it connects Orlando. It goes all the way through to the opposite side of Orlando, and then it comes towards the turnpike, like you're heading to Clermont. I actually saw them build that East-West Expressway. And I remember I watched them because I went to daycare in downtown Orlando. My mother was a paralegal for an attorney. She worked in the city proper, and there was a daycare that she took me to every day. And we used to drive by and watch them putting the pylons for the East-West Expressway in a lake that's called Lake Eola and Lake Underhill. Not Lake Eola, I'm sorry, Lake Underhill. And I actually saw them drive. It was like the most incredible thing every day to go by and see putting more columns in the water. It was sad because Lake Underhill is such a beautiful lake and they split it in half. But guys, I remember when they said that the toll road was only going to be 5 cents and it was only supposed to last 2 years, right? And then it would pay for itself and no more tolls. They lied, right? But I saw all of that infrastructure going in and absolutely love my Orlando. And guys, that is it for the Orlando area. Now back to Orlando. When you go down to Orlando, I just wanted to throw this in. We have this thing called Church Street. You have got to go and explore this area. It's absolutely amazing. There's the Amway Center, which is where our Orlando Magic play. You guys understand that Shaquille O'Neal, the Diesel Shack, started here. He was a foundation member of the Orlando Magic, and we hated to see him go. There's that Lake Eola Park I was talking about. If you love swans and ducks, that's the park for you guys. And look at the city views from the park itself. Amazing. We've got the Orlando Science Center. And we've got something called Wall Street Plaza, which is in downtown Orlando. And guys, this is where you guys can go experience the Orlando life and all the shopping venues, the East End Market, Thornton Park, downtown clubs, and I could go on and on and on. But that is a snapshot of why people are moving to Central Florida. So much to offer. We didn't even get into Cape Canaveral where the space shuttle launches, right? That's on the coast. So there you go, guys. If you are thinking of making that move and you want to have more information about any area in the Central Florida area, from Daytona all the way to Tampa, just drop me some comments below and let me know what you're looking for. I can set you up on all of the current searches. I can let you know what's available, price points, what the market conditions are. And don't forget, if you're local and you're looking at relocating inside of Central Florida, don't forget that we do offer a variable listing program that will save you thousands in heavy fees. And if you're buying a home and you opt to use the Real Estate Ninja to be your certified and expert agent, then I will dedicate up to 25% of our buyer's agent commission to you at closing. So there you go, guys. Love to hear your feedback and comments. And don't forget, when you come down to Central Florida, to take advantage of all of these amenities that we talked about on the video. Love to hear your feedback and let me know what you thought about our walk through Central Florida. Have a great day or night, and I'll see you on the next video.